There's a misconception that lesbian means a woman who loves other women, and actually the definition is non-men who are attracted to and love other non-men.
So, speaking of things that don't make any sense, we're gonna go into just some LGBT cringe. Frank, there's no other way to put it, but just this stuff that's constantly bombarded on TikTok and Instagram, and I constantly see people basically they're just giving us a bad name, the LGBT
Yes.
community, by saying things that don't make any sense and are absurd and are off-putting to normal people. This first one is a TikTok from It Gets Better, the organization, saying that lesbian doesn't mean woman. Take a look at this.
There's a misconception that lesbian means a woman who loves other women, and actually the definition is non-men who are attracted to and love other non-men. Throughout history, there have always been gender non-conforming lesbians, and it's interesting to see nowadays that there are some folks who kind of try to gatekeep that identity and only include folks who identify as women, when that's not what being lesbian is all about. There are trans men who identified as a lesbian for many, many years and still feel comfortable within that community and that identity. There are non-binary folks of all kinds who identify as lesbians. There's like a...
First of all, it's disgusting to call lesbians non-men.
That's so sexist.
That's so sexist. It assumes that men are like on the top and or are the most important, and then everybody else is non-men. Everybody else doesn't matter. Men, but you know what? And it's being, that statement is literally being shown in a lot of facilities right now. You will very rarely see a women's only restroom or a women's only changing room and then all genders. What you will see is a men only place and then for all genders. You will never see the men's space being taken over or being considered, for everybody. It's always the women's only space. So this is pun intended.
I just find it hilarious how she's like, how dare you try to gatekeep lesbians to only women? And I'm like, what?
And this is from the It Gets Better campaign.
That's what bothered me.
This campaign, they reposted this video, right? But this campaign used to be a really, really good not-for-profit organization. I used to be friendly with the guy who created this, Dan Savage, who is now, I'm assuming, a very far leftist, and we have a lot of disagreements. He unfollowed me a while ago when I said that I was pro-Trump, and proceeded to talk shit about me on Twitter, which is hilarious because the whole It Gets Better campaign is about not being bullied when you're older. I can't, you can't make this up, right? But the fact that the It Gets Better campaign, which is about when you're in high school or junior high school and you're being bullied for being LGBT, the whole concept of the campaign was, it will get better. It gets better when you get older. But now you're telling us that who we are is no longer valid because we're gatekeeping. Doesn't sound like it got better to me.
Sounds like it got worse. No.
It sounds like it got worse. It sounds like it doesn't make any sense.
No, I agree completely. I remember seeing those commercials and It Gets Better, and it would show you, those were really impactful, and they probably helped a lot of young people. But now it's like every one of these legacy institutions that was so important in the fight for gay rights is being co-opted by these woke people.
Project as well.
Yes, that are undermining everything that it means. So now this person in this video is saying that a lesbian isn't a woman who's attracted to other females, like same-sex attraction. It's none of that. And so you're undercutting the very essence of the identity you fought for a long time to help preserve and uphold. And I just don't know how that kind of thing gets signed off on. Who are the adults in charge that are letting these crazy people take over the LGBT institutions and do so much damage? Because if what we just watched is the face of the LGBT community, tolerance and acceptance is going to plummet.
It already has, right? It already has, and it will continue to be that way. And I know people might get on me for making fun of this person a little bit. I'm not making fun of their looks. I'm making fun of the fact that they look similar to everyone else that talks about these types of issues.
They all do look the same.
They literally, they always have big glasses, face piercings. They're always, 99% of the time, they're white, they're overweight, and they have short hair, and they're females.
Facts.
Facts. So it's like, bitch.